The very first thing I do every morning preparing to trade, that's what I want to quickly show you here in this video. And I say quickly because it's actually very simplistic, yet the impact on your results can be very, very worthwhile. So let's go to my desktop and let me begin to walk you through exactly what I do and how it can be so powerful. Now, I know people will ask, and it's a good question, hey Clay, what are you using here for your chart provider to do all of this? And this is Webull. I will put a link down below in the description box if you want to learn more about them or get signed up. They're always running promotions. So if you want to take advantage of the promotion, go ahead and use that link. Now, the very first thing I do every morning, I pull up the SPY 2-minute chart and I come down here. And right there, you can see what just popped up, extended hours. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. And now you notice how we have a couple of colors. We have more so this dark black. I guess that's what black is, right? Dark. And then we have this gray. Now, if you were a beginner or just new, maybe not very familiar, but in the stock market, you have the traditional times, meaning the market opens up at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, and then you have the market close at 4 p.m. Eastern. But before the market opens, there's something called pre-market. And then after the market closes, there's something that's called after hours or post-market. So the things actually trade for a little while longer. So a pointer being is when I clicked on extended hours, instead of just the 9:30 p.m. or 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m., I've gotten it all. And that's what I'm focused on. So what I care about right now is not the black, I care about the gray. That's what I'm concerned about. And what am I concerned with? Well, I'm concerned about the high and low of this session here. So first I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and adjust this up to there at 436.04. That is the price of this current high right now. Now, to be fair, as I scroll that way, this may need to be adjusted because I don't know, if the price at some point goes up above that area, then I would need to adjust that line. But as of right now, that is the high. Same with right now. Right now, the low is down here at that area right there at 434.77. But let's continue to scroll and see if I need to change anything. Now, I do need to change the low, right? Because check this out. In the after hours, the price has actually dropped all the way down there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop it down there and mark that off. And once again, you can see it actually dropped further. So now I got to go down even lower to mark that line. And there we go. So right there, and you can see, notice how it went once again from gray to black. That is because the black is when the market officially opened up the very next day. But now I have both of these levels marked. And don't ask me why the market cares about these levels, but it does. And you're gonna see here an example of it in just a moment. But whether it's the algorithms, whatever like I said, I don't have an answer. Maybe you have some sort of in-depth answer of why the market would care about these areas, but the market does. Maybe it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, I don't know why, but the market cares about these. So when you're looking for areas where you can form trade plans around, whether that's as a resistance for that overnight high or some sort of support, whether it's that overnight low, you can definitely form some trade plans. So let me show you what I mean. Now here we have the price beginning to go up, and let's just continue to see how this plays out. So price goes up, and look, there's that, like, remember that yellow line that we marked off a long time ago? Look at that. That is, I'm gonna zoom back in here, but check that out. The price literally went up there, hit it, went slightly above it. I mean, we're talking about basically a couple cents above it, and then down it went, rejected from that area. I mean, isn't that, I mean, think about how crazy that is. The price was going up, and then all of a sudden it hits that level, and you can see down it goes for a pullback. So you could have very realistically formed some sort of trade plan around there, whether that's buying puts or going short, just something, but you would have had a very nice trade. But let's go back up. And now check it out. Once again, broken right there, fell back below, but right there broke above it. And you can see right there, boom, just like that, a very, very nice breakout area from that level. So example here of it once acting as resistance, pushing the price down. And then here we have just acting as a beautiful breakout point. And that's it. That's all I do. First thing, where's the overnight high? Where's the overnight low? Get those marked out. I always use the yellow line. So if you watch my live trade videos and you've seen those yellow lines, again, I wonder what that yellow line is. You now know it's either going to be that overnight high or that overnight low. And there are areas that I've learned to just consider and potentially build trade plans around. Now, of course, no level is perfect. It's, you know, just like the MACD is not perfect. The 200 period moving average isn't perfect. The VWAP is not perfect. Nothing is perfect, but these are areas where, like I said, whether you want to call it a self-fulfilling prophecy or something else, is worth at least keeping an eye on and at least experimenting with. Maybe you don't notice anything. Maybe you're like, no, Clay, I marked this off on my trades. So if you're, I'll just make this up, maybe you're trading Tesla. Try this on Tesla. See if the Tesla market cares about those overnight highs and overnight lows. It may not, but I can say for the general markets, it certainly does. And it's, while not perfect, worth keeping an eye on and experimenting with. So that is the very first thing I do every morning. I sit down, I open up that 2-minute chart, yellow line there, yellow line down here. And then from there, I move on with other things in my day, but that's the very first thing I do because it is very, very impactful on my results and it's worth at least considering for yours. So if you have any questions, do you do this? Maybe you already do, let me know down below. Do you notice any markets where this works really well or doesn't work really well? Would love to hear your comments below. So yeah, get out there and consider marking out that overnight high and overnight low. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.